Hey, good afternoon, you all. May the good Lord bless you. Thank you so much for watching. Now, one of the things, you guys, that I like to do, I spent my lifetime is in the maintenance world, and I'm not talking about sweeping and cleaning and doing that kind of stuff. I was a janitor at one time, but I progressed on up into the fixing of things, and it don't make no difference what it was. Where I used to work, we had to fix problems and, be a problem solver. So I like to do that kind of stuff. So I'm also what my wife calls a trasher. If I find some new trash that's been disposed of illegally over the mountains, I will go through that trash and see what I could find. So this weekend, I drove across the mountain. And I looked over there, and there was some new trash laying over there. So I was going through all this stuff. And I came upon a Craftsman box. So I saw this Craftsman box laying down there, and I thought, well, that's just got to be empty and somebody discarded it. Well, that just wasn't the truth, you all. I opened up the Craftsman box, and inside this box right here, there was a Craftsman 14.4 volt battery drill. Now, the thing looked to me like, you guys, that it had been sitting under some water for quite a spell, because inside this box where that drill was sitting, it either was underwater or sweated like that inside the box, okay? So, naturally, I scarfed it up and brought it on home. So I got it home, and I started looking at the batteries, and I decided that I might buy one of the batteries. If you buy a brand new battery like this, off the market, that thing can cost you up to $150. I'm not kidding you. I looked one of them up. This Craftsman battery, some places sell them for $150. Well, you can imagine what that's going to cost you to replace your car battery, okay? You people that's done went out and bought you one of them junky battery-powered cars. Probably going to cost you 20 grand just to replace the battery in it. And besides that, anyway, I thought these batteries will never work. They come with the charger. The charger's sitting right over there. I tested the charger with my meter, plugged it in. The charger was putting out 17 volts, which is enough volts to charge these batteries. Put each one of them in the charger, charged them both up, tested them. They tested at around 14.5 volts, okay? So that being said, when I plugged them into the drill would not come on. I could not get the drill to work. This morning, I'm going to show you how I figured out what was wrong with this drill and how to fix it so that it will work. Because sometimes we just can't afford to just throw $200 over the hill and go buy something else when we need the drill to work. Now this is, you can tell by the drill, it was well used, okay? And I don't know who threw it over the hill, but they threw it over the mountain because it wouldn't come on anymore. Well, that can be an indication that the trigger itself is no good. The switch in the trigger is no good. Or you got a broken connection somewhere between where you plug your battery in and where it goes through the trigger up to your motor. So I'm going to show you how I figured that out. So the first thing I found out, you guys, is when plugging in the battery, this side here was loose. So it was not making a good positive connection from that side of your battery. This is the negative side. This is the positive side. And I can tell that just by ohming it out or reversing it, okay? Because this is a reversible drill, right? So I figured this out. Well, this hooking the battery up to this in the beginning did not work, okay? So what I done, you guys, was come over here, and you have some connections right on the back of the motor. In other words, I bypassed all these connections and went straight to the motor. And I'm going to show you that. And remember, this is DC voltage, so it's straight line voltage. I'm going to show it to you here in a second, you guys. Let's take you some alligator clips and hook to it. Now I've got a fully charged battery right here, okay? It's got a positive side to it. It says positive on this side, negative on this side. If you happen to mess up and reverse them, guys, the wires are going to heat up instantly, okay? So you'll know that they're backwards. So let's see if we're going to do it right. See how that works? All right. That in itself got this system to start working, you guys. And I'll show you how. Now I've got the trigger wired down. So we're going to hook up the positive and the negative. And you can tell this, you all, by the way this battery goes in here, okay? You know that you come over here and you slide your battery in. So here's your negative side. Well, it goes this way. So this will be your negative side, and the other one will be the positive side. So if we come over here, see if we can get it right. That's wrong, you guys. See there? So that means probably, you all, that it was simply this connector right here that's broke loose from this part of your thing there. When your battery slides in there, I'm going to show you this. Your battery goes up in there and it slides in there. This connector was loose. Because you can see if it's still in the machine, but still yet it's not making the connection. Easy way to do this, you guys, is epoxy this back down. See? So let's do this close up one more time. Pretty simple. So with that, you all, may the good Lord bless you. Repair it. Don't throw it away. Just because it's got a broken connection don't mean you can't take it apart and fix that broken connection. So I will simply take some epoxy. I will epoxy this back together. Then I will slide the case back on it. And we have a perfectly good 14 and a half volt battery powered drill that we can use. But somebody threw this away just because this drill would not turn on anymore. They threw away $200 worth of batteries. That ain't my kind of deal, you all. Not until I've positively figured out whether it's burned completely up or not. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.